Hi everyone, this is Wendy. So I just thought I'd come on and show you what I've been up to. I have been decorating some envelopes that I can use to send out some happy mail in. I done this one a few weeks ago now, and I done some of the smaller envelopes as well, and this is the last one I had of my first batch. So I thought it was time to make a few more. This one is one of the larger ones, and I'll just, I've got some coffee dyed paper, some coloured paper. I've got an image on this one, and I have like a little row of eyelash trim and some crocheted lace there. Plus I stitch around the main parts before I actually glue like the collage onto the envelope. And down here I have been sewing on, this is a little saying that I've been sewing on to some calico. These ones here, they're slightly different. They're sort of the same, but they're slightly different. These are the smaller ones that have the opening up the top there. I haven't got anything on the back of these ones, where this one I did put some collage, some papers on, because I thought when somebody receives it, they could stick it straight into their journal and have it look for like a pocket, either on the side or up and down. So this one here's got like some music sheet, some scrap papers, some text. It's got a little stamp up in the corner, some coffee dyed paper, and then I wanted to start using up some of the images I have in my ephemera folder, like these ones here, these flower images. I've used a heap of the white ones just here, and that's been really good. I love that folder. So I've been using up a heap of the images on here as well, and instead of just a little saying here, I've actually got a heap of these dictionary words with the meanings, like treasure, memory, and I ink around the edges on those ones and then just sew it onto a little piece of calico and then just glue it onto the front of the envelope. So I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm doing too much on there, but I don't know, I just really like the way they're turning out. Like, it's got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different collage pieces on it. This one here, I just had these couple of little flowers here on my desk, and I just stuck those up the top there. So I'll just show you these. This one says friendship, the stamp and the music sheet paper. This one says favourite, and these ones have all got stitching around it as well. This one's blessed. This one is laugh. I stitched over the laugh a bit, but you can just still make the word out. Yeah, laugh. This one's dream. This one's future. And this one's wonderful. So what I thought I would do was to show you my process. Like, I know there's a lot of these going around YouTube for your journaling and other things, but I just thought I'd come on and show you start to finish, because the envelopes are, these ones here are tea dyed. I thought I'd try tea dyeing for once, where this envelope here was actually coffee dyed. And this time I'm going to use these square envelopes. I had a heap of these given to me the other day, so I thought they might be good to use to put some little bits of happy mail in. So that's what I'm going to do. I start off with the flap here, this is one of those where you have to lick the top or wet it to stick it down, but all I'm going to do is grab my glue and glue that flap in. I always glue it in before I actually tea dye. So that one there, I'm just going to glue straight in on itself. These ones here, because they've got the triangle part, and you'd see like a little triangle here, so I actually glued these ones shut and then just cut a very thin little strip off the top so that it would be like a top opening one. Okay, so that's what I do to start with these. I might just do a couple. Look at that, that wasn't even cut properly. Bit of glue on the outside there. Okay, so that's more or less my first process. I normally let those dry, but I'm going to keep going. I have got my tea dye mix here that I have been using with those other ones, and I just thought I'd get some more done and come on and show you before I actually throw that lot out. So I have a big paintbrush and I just do that on that side and then put some more tea on that side, and I more or less just leave it on some baking paper. Here's some here. I can spread that down. I'm making a bit of a mess here with that. So I just leave that on some baking paper, and what else have I got on there? And then just put some more tea, paint some more tea on this envelope, and just flop that on top of that one. So this idea of painting it on, I actually got that from Seriously Scrapping on YouTube. I do this now with my coffee dyeing as well. I normally sit out in front of the TV and just get a whole heap of papers done up. And the last one here. And if it doesn't turn out as dark as what I want it to, I normally put my brush in and then I'll just spread them out a little bit. I haven't got much room here to show you, but I'll spread them out and then just go and drip some more tea on the top and just let it dry like that. So easy. There we go. Okay, so that's the start of what I'm doing. Don't even know if you can see what I'm doing now because I haven't checked. Okay. Alright, so I need to give those a dry or let them dry, and I'll be right back. When I've got them nice and dry, they're all nice and crunchy dry, I just go and check just the sides in case I need to just top up a little bit of glue. So this one here has come up because they do come up or lift a little bit because they get wet. I've got glue all over me. Okay, so I'll just put a smidgen there for that one and check this one. That's pretty good. This one's come up. On that side, and a little bit on this side as well. And What about this one? Oh, just a little bit, just there. Okay, so that's just my easy process of getting some tea staining on it. Now with these ones, where I put the flap, I'm actually going to use the flap as the front and leave the other side there as the back. So I'll just turn them all around the right way, make sure I've got them the right way. And then all I do is just grab some of my scrap papers, which I've got just to the side of me here. I've got some textbooks, a music sheet, and I should have a few other bits and pieces. I've got this, I've got a sheet of this typing paper. I've got those ones there, and I have got a little bit of coffee dyed paper as well. So I'm going to use that, and what I do is I grab the coffee dyed paper first and just roughly measure up the sides of my envelope. So just about there, and I'll give that a rip. These ones are square where the other ones I went more rectangle, and just put that there. So that's more or less going to be the base of my collage, the start of my collage, and I'm going to try and get these ones done the same as well. So I've got that there. I'll rip that in half and put that one on there. And I like to, I like to leave my edges with a rough edge, so that's why I'm just ripping that down there. Okay, and I've got that one on there. So I've got 4 there. Then I just grab some textbook paper, and I don't really worry if it's up the right way or not, or going down the long way. With that one up there. This one's a bit shorter, so I'm going to put that up the top, and I'll put that one up the top. And this one here, I'll just put that, I'll put that down that edge, because then I won't have to rip that straight edge there. And I get a bit of music sheet paper and more or less do the same. And the last one is just some of this typing paper. It's got like a very faint pinky colour on this background here, so just want to put a little bit of that in there as well. So we can zip that there. And I like the text, the handwritten text on this as well. Okay, and that can go about there. Okay, so that's more or less all the papers that I have been using. The other ones have got a little bit of coloured paper, but I think I may have used all that up. I'll just have a quick look. Oh look, there's a little strip that I can use. And it's got a bit too much pink in it, I think. I want to try and keep them neutral toned. I'll use a bit of this as well. So with this one here, just put a bit there, and put a piece there and a piece on that one. Okay, so before I glue them all down, I actually go around with my vintage sepia. Now I'll just do one to show you because I don't want to bore you. So I just go around all the edges of all the different pieces of paper, and I also do the coffee dyed paper. And then I also go around the envelope on all the sides of the envelope. And I do that on the front and the back. Okay, so now that's going to be my base on there, and these, when I put them on, because I'm going to use my machine, I just put like a dab of glue just where I know it's going to touch the other paper, so that can go there. Actually, that can go just about there. Put that just there. And we'll put some of that just there. So I'll slip that in under that one. And then this one here, I'm going to slip up under there. And there, that'll do. I don't really want that word on there, so I'm going to rip that off. Oops. And just a dab of glue, so that can sit just about there. So I've got all, oh hang on, I'm going to put another flower on it. This, because I've got a bit of the pink shade in the background here with that paper, I might actually put some of the pinkish flowers on there. Pardon me. Oh, that's a nice big one. And then I get to use more things out of my ephemera folder. Okay, so I'm going to put that one on there. You can really just add whatever you want to them. Some lace, or you can have a more prominent focal point. Okay, so I'm going to put that one just there. So I just put a bit of glue there and stick that there, and I'm just thinking, do I want some more stamps? So I'll just have a look at my stamps that I've got in here. That one's a bit too big. Okay, that one looks alright. I'll go around the edges on my stamp. And just going to, that one's just got this, I'm going to put the stamp just off the side to a bit, off the side a bit. And then when I go to bring this in, that can go down here or it can even go just over this side here somewhere. Right, so I've got that one there done. Now I'll just quickly go around and do all my inking, and then I'll come back on and show you me putting the flowers on, because it's a bit boring just watching me. Alright, I've finished inking around them. So with this one here, I've got my back piece of coffee dyed paper, and I might put that one up there, and we'll put a bit of that there, and some text paper and some music sheet paper there. Alright, so glue, glue, glue. Here we are. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little smidgen of glue there, and another smidgen there. So I keep the coffee dyed paper on, trying to keep it on the centre of my envelope, and that can go there, and that one can go up the top there, just there. So now I need a flower for this one. Have a look. Oh, that's a different one. Oh, that looks alright. I'll use that one. I'll just go around the edges, and then I just going to pick out a stamp. So I'm really happy that I'm finally getting around to using quite a few things in my ephemera folder. Now a stamp for this one, I think that one might be a bit too bright. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got a little green one here, that'll do. Oh, hang on, put some ink around the edges. I like to ink around all the ripped bits of the collage papers, because I just think it just adds a lot more interest. Like this one here, you can see all the different ripped edges, and you can just, there's just a lot more interest when you're actually looking at the front, at the where it's decorated. Dear oh dear, I'm having trouble with my words. Okay, so I've got that one. Now this one here, this one's a little bit, I'll make sure I've got it up the right way. Where's the top there? Okay, so this one is, this coffee dyed paper is a little bit smaller. So what I might do, I might actually do that, put that one there. So I'm just going to put these two together right there, and then add my other pieces on it. So that one can go there, and this one I shall put about there. And I've got this little piece here too. Let me have a look. It's got a straight edge on it, but it might be okay. Let me see, a flower. Okay, yep, that looks alright. I just want to try and use up all my little pieces as well. Okay, and I've got this flower. I'm just going to put right there, right there, and I'll see if I've got another stamp for this one. Might be a bit too bit too bright. Okay, so I need something just, that one there, that owl stamp's gorgeous. Okay, let's put that one there. That looks okay. So I'll go around the edge. I had a lot of these stamps given to me in Happy Mail, and I just want to try and use a few up. So let's pop that up a little bit. There we go. So there's that one ready to be sewn, and the last one here. So I've got another smaller piece, that's up the right way. I've got another smaller piece which I might put to that side, and this text paper I'm going to put over here. Oops. So I'll just press that down there a bit, and I might put that one there. And that, oops, that's not my glue. Okay, we'll put that there. And the music paper there. Let's, I really don't like the straight edge on those. I don't know why, but I don't mind the side up and down, but I don't really want it that pointed, so you know, I'm just going to put that there, I think. And then this one can just sit right along there. Make sure I don't stick it down to the envelope. And do I have a stamp for this one? I really like that owl stamp. I wonder if I put that big owl and maybe a smaller flower. And then that'll have that on there, plus a little bit of decoration up the top. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So ink around the edges of my rose, and also this gorgeous owl stamp. Just put a smidge of glue, and that can go just there. And this one can go around that way, I think. Yeah, just there. Okay, so what I do now is I'm going to take all these collage bits to my sewing machine, and I'll most probably sew around the stamp down here, and then just sew in a few places. I sew around the flower image on all of them, and then just in another couple of places on each of them. Okay, so I shall be right back. Okay guys, I have sewn around each little collage piece. They turned out pretty cool. Bit extra cotton on them. And that one there, that I think I might have to put a bit of glue on. Oh, it started bubbling. Okay, I'm just going to just put a little bit of glue on that there and that there, because I didn't go right up to the top. Okay, so from there I just make sure your envelopes are up the right way, because the first batch I done I done 2 that were upside down. Okay, so then I just glue these on, just using my wet glue. I'm double checking now. And that can go right on there. Press it down a bit, get a bit of paper towel, and just squish any of the excess glue off from around the sides. So there's that one, and the next one. There might be some places that I just have to add a little bit of extra glue, because I don't want it all flappy. And the last one here, I've got a few pieces that overhang on this one, so they can have a little bit of glue as well. And that one there. So I've made 4, well, not completely yet because I've still got to put my little sayings on, but they're all pretty much the same but different, which I'm sure you understand. So now I just grab, I had to make another 3 dictionary word embellishments. So with that, I'm just going to put some glue on the back and just place them on here. Actually might put that down there, I think. So that one's going there. And this one can go just about, and you've got to make sure these are up the right way too. That can go just there. And this one says beautiful. That one's a little bit bigger. Might leave that one for there. No, I'll do it on this one. They're actually all different widths, so that can go just there. And this one can go just there. So what I did forget to do that you can also do is just grab a script stamp, so like this one here, and in some of the places where it's a little bit bare, you can just go and give it a little stamp. See, I'll do up the top here too, even though that might be covered in a little minute. So there's that one. Bit over there. And down there. So that's 2. Just there. 3, and this one, which I will put a bit more on there. Okay, and that just fills it up just a little bit more as well. So after that, I just need to just put a little bit of frill up the top here. So what I've been using, I've got some of this, what's it called, hessian on a reel. So I'm just going to cut some of this. I don't need all that on there. I'm just measuring up the side, so I need 4 pieces of this. And then just up the top up here, I just run a bead of glue along there and just press that down onto there. And I'll do that with the other 3. Just need to hold them down just a little bit for the glue to start doing its magic. And then I've just been using like some eyelash trim just over the top of it, so I might actually look and grab another different coloured one that I've got. Okay, so I got some of this one. Oops, my squeaky chair. This one's got the little bobbles on it, so I'm just going to just cut some lengths of this one. One. This has actually got 2 strands on it. So, but I'm going to use it. 1, 2. I might just leave the 3 bobbles on each one. Okay, and then I just put some more glue along the top here, and it's just like a matter of layering that up as well. So we just press that into the glue and let it dry. Alright, so that's it, guys. Yay! Okay, so that's it, guys. That's the 4 of them made. They look so cool. And I can put in some little goodies in the back there. So there's that one there. I'm trying to stay in the light. I have to look up now because it's night time here. And there is that one. And the one with the big owl on it. They just look so cool. And that one there. So they're the 4 that I've just made. They are the other ones, the like a bit wider ones. These are more square ones, and that's where I got the inspiration from doing these ones quite a while ago. So that's all of them. Okay guys, I thought I'd just pop back on. I have been thinking that throughout the month of October I'm going to be doing some random little giveaways, and what I'll be giving away will be one of my decorative envelopes, and it'll be filled with goodies. Now some of them might be die cuts or what have you. Some will be filled with some other journaling stuff that I've been making recently, like the multi-tags, or a couple of the stamps that I've made from the magazine images. So if you want to go in the draw, all you have to do is just leave a comment on my videos, because I'll be choosing one of my videos to do that random comment selector, and then you can win. You can have a chance to win one of my decorated envelopes, and I've got quite a few here, so I'm just not sure how many I'm going to give away, but I'll just wait and see how it goes. Okay, so all you have to do is just leave a comment on my videos and you can go in the draw to win a, I'm going to say, stuffed envelope full of mainly journaling stuff for your journals. Okay, you all have a great day and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.